Welcome to the Insight Drop, short segments to fuel your growth, sharpen your strategy, and challenge the status quo. This is Beyond Tradition.
Especially being an entrepreneur, something that a lot of people don't really bring up is that my experience especially has been it is going to make you face every part of your character, your mental health, and good, bad, all of it. All of it. And I can say too, even now, it does not matter how much money you have in the bank account. It does not matter how much money you're making.
Yep.
That anxiety is still there. So you have to address it. It's not fun. It's not fun facing your shortcomings. It's not fun.
No, not at all. It sucks.
Yeah.
This is again the nitty-gritty of entrepreneurship. Everyone's like, oh, it's so great. I get to run my own business.
Make my own schedule.
Exactly. No, not at all.
No one talks about, well, and they may, and I think mental health is becoming more of a subject recently.
For sure.
But I can remember the anxiety about money specifically. We sold our house in Oklahoma. Fun fact, we actually benefited from the 2007, 2006 like predatory lending that led to the 2008 collapse.
Oh, okay. Did you?
We had 103% financing. Got approved for something we shouldn't have.
Okay.
We did a $500 deposit or $1,000 deposit. Earnest money deposit.
Yeah.
Paid for our inspection. We got $700 back at closing.
That's amazing.
When they talk about that predatory lending, I was
yeah, you're like, I heard about it, but I haven't heard any like actual like stories. I mean, there were stories out there, but I don't think I know anybody. You're the first person I know that actually benefited from
like
that.
$15 an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Trevor was making 16.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We bit off way more than we can chew. That payment still haunts us to this day.
Oh, I bet.
Like $857.15. That was the payment.
Okay.
Shouldn't have been approved for it.
Yeah.
We were able to work 2 jobs each, pay for it, but I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
We benefited from that, but that really is what started us in real estate. That was our first house. We sold it, made enough for a down payment for the next house.
And then the cycle starts.
The next house was a fixer upper. Luckily, 25 acres. Like I sold 25 acres to move here.
That's awesome.
And my chickens and everything.
Yeah. You're like, here you go.
I tried to explain that. I look like a city girl, 100%. But now
That's amazing.
Chickens and turkeys. We can tell the turkey story later.
Oh, turkeys.
But selling that house because we had, we took it from a 2-1 to a 3-2. Kind of what we're doing here too.
Yeah.
But sold that house. We had enough of a nest egg to move, be here, start the businesses. That being said, that nest egg dwindled so fast. So fast.
Yeah.
Even with us still working, because that was the other thing was we took 3 or 4 months off, started these companies. We did work for other people while we were building them.
Okay.
Even then, it was dwindling. And so we were freaking out. And that anxiety about money. And I just remember having a very distinct conversation with Travis, like, we have to keep going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We have to.
Well, I feel like sometimes when that ball starts rolling, you don't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just know that it was like, I'll be completely transparent. We went from 6 figures, less than 20 grand. And that's when his freak out kind of started because he's like, I'm not going back to paycheck. And I'm like, I'm not either.
Yeah.
But we have to keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yep.
Keep doing what we're doing because we're growing. It's working. So,
yes.
And it worked. Now, here we are 6 years later.
Exactly.
But again, we talk about that level of anxiety.
Yeah. Well, the first 3 years of opening your own business are the hardest, or depending on what industry you're in, I don't know much about the restaurant industry, but I heard it's 5 years for them.
Yeah.
It's like rumor
on
the streets, what I've been told from other people that own restaurants. But
yeah.
I don't know how true that is. Do not quote me.
Yeah.
If you own a restaurant, drop me a comment down below and let me know.
Talk.
Yeah, let's talk about it. But yeah.
Yeah.
So at least you guys kept going and you didn't give up.
Yeah. And I think that's the,
So there's usually a breaking point.
that was
It's
it.
usually like when you get to that moment of just like, man, F this. I don't want to do this anymore. Like,
We're not going back to
yeah,
that.
yeah. And like, but exactly, but we're not going back either. What are we going to do? And
Yeah.
that's that moment where it's like, okay, we got this.
Yeah.
And you just keep going.
And that's when I really started networking. That anxiety kind of hit. And I was like, all right, how do we grow? Yeah. Now, my anxiety, because of all of this, led me to working myself to the bone like that. And that is good. I think there is a place for working hard like that. It's not sustainable. I can tell you that.
No, I think I think a lot of entrepreneurs face that, where all of a sudden it just feels like there's so much, but
it never ends.
Yeah, and then they're not taking care of themselves because you want to hit this goal, but again, it's all the balance.
It's all the balance. I will say
balance.
it was anxiety driven, money driven for a long time. But I do think there's empowerment in knowledge, and we'll get into that more.
Oh, for sure.
So many more episodes on the way.
For sure. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye.